808 on the nose.
On the nose. Woohoo!
Today is the 22nd day of March in the year 2022. Anno Domini. This is the Den, Ken's Den. 2217 or 22 322 if you do your date that way. You might want to play that in the lottery. Yeah.
Yes, that's how my kids do it in New Zealand.
That's how I've been doing it all my life. You know, today's date is 22nd March 22 for me.
Yeah, not
It's
me.
European style.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Look at them, they just keep talking.
And 1 o'clock will be 1300.
That's me. You just
That's
turned
all right.
you just
I hear
turned me
that.
down.
Yes, that I'm good. I'm good. All right.
Yeah,
What do we do?
2 of those headphones are sharing a control because we only have 4
Gotcha.
plugs.
I feel like Pete Townsend was the last one to wear these headphones. It's on it's on 11.
I can't hear anything.
No.
My name
I
is
don't know what you did.
Oh my God.
No, I can't hear
holy
anything.
There you go. Nope.
Not hearing
Nope.
anything.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
all 4 of those.
There we go. I'm on.
All
Everybody
4 of
on?
those should be at 12 o'clock.
All right, I'll live.
All right.
I'll
Can
live
we
with
can we
hearing
put the
anything.
five out
Okay,
one
now I
out there
got it.
now?
All right.
Kenny?
Leave it alone. We got it.
Can we put the 5 one out there, the newer one?
If we consider that a work day for me, I think that's something I might be able to do.
Now you're blackmailing me.
No, I'm not. I'm being practical. As I said, today is the 22nd day of March, and this is the Den, Ken's Den.
The views expressed by the host during his monologue are those solely of his own, not those of Westfield State University, the Radio Club, WCPC, or any of these
ready
knuckleheads
for
currently
this?
in the school.
Are we
And
ready?
now,
You know what, Pete?
what's going on, Ken?
A week from now, I will be back out in Vegas.
Lucky.
me in 2 weeks.
And March is pool opening time in southern Nevada. And I will be spending some time next to one.
Nevada.
And from what I'm told, the spas are open back up. So tack on spending some time in the steam room, sauna, and hot tub, too.
Oh.
Brag.
You know, those of you who follow me know that I got my aggressive gambling out of my system years ago. And now I usually only hit the craps table to pay for my dinner. Oh, I hit the slots, too.
Okay.
All right? I allow $20 a day for those, and that's it. I usually do well on them. But that is a far cry from back 10, 15 years ago. Back then, I was known to sit down at a 3-card poker table at 9 p.m. and not leave it until 7 or 8 in the morning.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra.
The casinos love when you do this, since they assume that booze that they've been feeding you is going to mess up your concentration. Not this Pollock with Irish and Scottish blood. I got to know pit bosses by name. My girlfriend at the time hated this, since she would run out of her allotted money in 30 minutes. But I had graduated up to 3-card poker. My first game was blackjack.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And why the hell is it called blackjack? Why not red jack? Or spades jack? Or puppy feet jack?
Why not?
Well, originally, if you got a jack of spades or clubs and the ace of spades, that was called a blackjack, which had a 10-to-1 payout. They got rid of that payout years ago. But the name stuck, you know?
Gotcha.
Instead, though, they should be calling the game House has a 50% house advantage unless you know how to count to 10. And then the continuous shuffle shoes came out. These damn casinos certainly try to make it difficult for the little guy to edge the system.
I think that's their point.
And then you have the 1.51 and the 1.21 tables,
Okay.
otherwise known as 3-2 and 6-5. It makes a big difference, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, with 3-2,
Yep.
you win $3 for every 2 you spend. And with 6-5, you win $6 for every 5 you spend. It adds up,
Okay. Okay.
all right? And the house gains 2 more points in their advantage with the 6-5.
Okay.
Instead of wanting to think or work for my winnings, I ended up going over to 3-card poker. But then there was a major issue. It's a very fast-moving game. It can suck up your antes quicker than a Wall Street executive would sniff up a line of blow in the 80s.
I get the reference, but
Okay.
I-
Thank you.
I needed something slower where you didn't have to think much. Enter craps. Sure, you see a lot of action at the tables.
Cat hair.
You know, people yelling, multiple attendants.
Yep.
You wouldn't think it was slow, but it really is.
Okay.
Yep. It also happens to have the lowest house advantage, close to 50%. Yep. If you don't place the sucker bets. Speaking of suckers, this morning we were going to play Making the List.
I saw what you did there. I saw what you did.
Is Bob going to tank Pete again? Is Ken going to hate everything as usual? Is Kathy going to attempt to school us on her selection?
Of course.
Is Pete going to think he actually has the winning song this time? Stay tuned.
And what about Naomi?
We have a motley crew in here today, Bob.
We do.
Motley.
I really, it's so great to see Michael. We don't run into one another that often.
No.
Did it hurt?
The other two people I see all the time.
We
but
do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, and we've. I'm excited. I want to change my song.
No.
But,
No.
but I already heard that certification.
It is locked.
Yes.
I
and
missed-
loaded.
Yeah.
When I first came on this station, you were my leading, and I missed you guys.
Oh,
Remember
that's
years
right.
ago? Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
was moved to Mondays.
All right, here's the question. Did he ever stop on time?
No. None of my leading shows ever stop on. Thankfully, on Tuesday, I have on Mondays I have no leading show. So
So it
Oh,
was.
I get it. Oh, God, yeah. Well, maybe I'll move to Monday and then.
And he'll do it
Then you're,
again.
on, then you're on your own, Bob,
I'm
because I'm
not-
not
I'm
getting
not-
up at that time
Yeah, no.
on Monday.
Yeah,
Not on a
no,
Monday.
no.
No.
Monday is
Monday,
it's a
Monday.
tough one. Yeah, Tuesdays is tough, but Monday's worse.
That 6 to 8 slot on Monday is
Cursed.
it's a death slot here. I mean,
It's cursed.
yeah.
It just doesn't.
Is it because it's Monday morning? You're a psychotherapist.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Therapizer.
You're a psycho.
I'm a psychotherapist.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
You're-
what was
Got that.
what was the position on that show Arrested Development?
Oh, dear God, I don't remember. I remember the show vaguely.
yes.
Yeah,
Jason
I never
Bateman.
watched it, but I heard it was great.
An alrapist.
and yes.
Yes.
Yes. And her-
What?
Yeah.
And now rapist.
Rick,
Yes.
I'm scared that you know
Yeah.
I just remember they had the greatest name of a side character ever, the lawyer Bob Loblaw.
Blah blah blah.
And there is a Loblaws, believe it or not. There's
I believe
in this area. There's some attorney that Loblaw, or isn't it Loblaw's Law or something?
No, Lebo.
Lebos.
Lebos.
Lebos Law.
Lebos, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, Lebos, close.
Lebos,
Yeah.
yes.
No, not
No,
close.
Yeah,
that's
no.
not close.
Not close at all.
Close.
I'll give you half.
All right. I can see I'm going to do really well today. You know, I'm
Yes. He wants to change his, he wanted to change his pick earlier.
He does it every time though.
I told
But it
him
came,
it's already been
Yeah, once
classified,
it's-
certified, and thing by the
Yeah.
accounting firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
So yeah.
What was the thing with
Lebos.
what was the thing with Crispin and Johnny Carson? Sealed in a mayonnaise jar on the front of Falken Wagner's porch. Yeah.
Yes, that's in Wisconsin. That's something Wisconsin. A mayonnaise jar. Yeah. Sealed. What is that? What do you call it? When it's a kind of a seal on a jar.
Cheesecloth.
No, it's a really kind of really good, so that when you open
Really,
it,
really, really good.
Really good.
Vacuum
like a
seal?
vacuum seal.
vacuum seal.
Vacuum,
Yes.
It's a vacuum sealed jar.
Kind of like we are now in a vacuum.
Yeah, vacuum. Okay, so here's my
Oh,
question.
dear
So
God.
today's theme is TV themes. Okay, everybody. We didn't describe what we were choosing. Was I choosing a song that is an iconic theme, or one that is a great song that happens to be a theme?
It's wide open
Or
for interpretation,
whatever you
Bob.
want.
It's
Bob.
wide open for.
I was going to submit.
Whatever you want.
I pitched a sitcom to FX Network
Yeah.
and NBC, and I was going to submit. I knew it was going to win. I was tempted to submit the theme that we used for that, but I'm like, no, I want to win this thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the reason I picked it was kind of off the cuff, and it was like it made you think. It had to make you think of TV theme songs and what
Oh, yeah.
what are good. Like the last time me and Kathy tied, but you guys were amazed of the scoring that I got with an instrumental.
That's true.
So
That's
I mean, you guys, it was
What was the,
making me want
it
to
was a
change
bold
my
choice. What was the
song.
song? What was the song again?
well, what was
that
the
it-
what was the theme of the
I
day?
remember.
It was
I don't even
street
remember.
with an address in
Songs
the
about
Address.
poodles.
with a street in the
was
with
an
the
address.
address in the
Title.
title.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Oh
Yeah.
God, and you some were calling my song didn't have an address in it.
I would have gone
Yeah.
with Baker Street.
Pooh Corner.
No, but Baker
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah, that was the cliche one that we all avoided.
Really? That's a
Yeah,
great song.
that one would have scored the least.
Wow, that's a
Not
great song, though.
necessarily.
Due to the over rotation on Wacky.
Wow, that's a great song, though.
Michael,
I know it is.
Michael,
Well,
we
I
just
forgot what
want to
my song
remind you
was.
of one thing before we get started. One thing to warn you: you chose to come here.
You chose to waste that. Is
This
it
will
2
be 2 hours you are never going
Oh
to
my!
get back.
2 hours. Oh.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, for him it's going to be 1 hour and 50 minutes that you can never take back.
No,
right?
I think I can make it. Her school actually starting at 10:45.
Okay.
So I think,
And
I have a fast car.
And we apologize. We apologize in
Let's
advance.
Tell all the police. Yeah, let's tell all the police on the way.
Fast car. You have the GTA today?
The lacrosse has a 5.3 liter engine in it too. So she's almost as fast as the GTA.
Yeah, Buicks are a lot of their cars are sleepers. I mean, you would not expect.
No,
Yeah, I've owned a lot of Buicks.
change a Buick's oil, they go forever. Sponsored today by Buick.
At the table today, myself, Ken Stomsey, sitteth at the right hand of the Kenny is Den Mother Extraordinary Kathy Palmer.
I am here, and I have to thank my children for giving me a wonderful Sunday and L24 in Salem. Thank you. Bye. This message deletes.
Moving on in that direction, Bob Plath.
You know what that is.
Mr. Ed.
I don't have anything from Michael Buster McMahon because I didn't think that far ahead.
Okay.
So, Michael Buster McMahon, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm on Monday mornings 8 to 10.
Hey, Michael, Buster. What you know, when I think of Buster, my name is Buster Brown, and I live in a shoe with my dog Ty. Is it Ty?
I remember Buster Brown.
Yeah. Is that where you got?
No,
that?
it's a
No.
tribute. Back a lot of my theater career, I couldn't sing or dance at the time. I still can't dance. I can sing now.
Yeah.
But I was very good at falling down on stage, so it's in tribute to Buster Keaton.
Oh.
They say, "Oh, this part you need to
Oh.
be shot and fall off a ladder," because I knew how to fall. Like everyone's
Yeah.
got cushy parts.
Yeah.
You land on your cushy parts.
Wow. I don't know how to fall. And I've
Do
fallen
you have
si-
cushy parts?
I don't. Yeah.
Aim for them.
Oh, yeah.
Working our way around the table.
My head is a
Maybe. Maybe.
Very.
This could take a
Oh,
while.
God.
Cheers.
And in the control room, who should be in the square below us but isn't, Peter Cole's getting to the keys, Chairman Meow, the March Master of Modulation.
Sounds good.
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, making the list originally came from one of your shows, Bob, that you were involved with at that point in time, some folks at the college, and
Yep.
the show was held at the press room.
That's right.
And
we're
press room
looking.
went away, the students went away,
Yep.
and I decided to carry this honorable tradition.
That's right.
Uh,
So you
along.
always have, like Jeopardy is always the last thing you see is this show was created by Merv Griffin. Well, this was created by today's International Talk Like William Shatner Day, incidentally.
Oh, jeez. I don't think I can do that.
Mr. Seklecki's already calling a shot. He said this show's going to be a train wreck, and he's absolutely appropriate that there's a double train track behind y'all.
Every broadcast I do is a train wreck.
It's just you just can't take your eyes off of it.
Look at this. My head is in the middle of the two tracks. This is really dreadful.
And if we adjust that belt a little bit more, maybe we can get that glare going right up in your eyes so that
God,
you can't
I'm,
see.
I'm,
There's been a big
I'm
glare on Bob,
radioactive
too.
glowing. Yeah, that's from inside, not outside.
In 60 seconds or less, explain how this game is played.
We have a theme for the
Bob
week.
can't do anything in 60
no.
seconds.
Yeah, did you hear him this morning between 6 and 8? You would not shut up, man. You're just nonstop.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I feel sorry for Janine. I mean, you know, every time she opened up her mouth, you just kept going.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed.
Did you
I'm
notice that
anxious.
too?
Did you?
I didn't get a word in edgewise.
No.
no.
No, you just sat there and looked
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, that's tough to do.
I'm stressed. I'm anxious. I'm worrisome today. I need a pill.
All
You
right.
got any?
Bob, not
Xanax?
not
show,
everything
Bob.
gets fixed with a pill, Bob.
I know it. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do something, but this isn't helping. This is not helping.
All right.
Oh, where
Does
was
he want the red pill or the white pill?
Okay.
Is it the red or
Kathleen,
the white pill?
Yes.
Explain this,
Blue
and
pill,
I'm
red and
shutting
blue
up.
pill.
No, it isn't. This is something, Bob, that you came up with, so I think you need to be the master of
Okay, so the theme of the week, you have a theme of the week. You pick songs around that theme, and then everyone votes on this from a scale of 1 to 10. The one and the person that has the song justifies their reasoning for it, and then the rest of us kind of destroy that person or agree.
It's true.
And then at the end of it, the person who the song and the person makes the list, and they get to choose the next theme. And today's theme is TV themes. Period. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yes, I hope so.
International
TV theme songs.
TV themes.
And I'd like to
Yes.
expand on that in the future, maybe narrowing it to decades.
Oh yeah.
Have fun
Oh,
with it.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This, this made you think. This made you have to go, okay, what song is good? What song is not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Are
going.
And,
there-
and,
is
and,
there-
and you know that saying, baffle them with your bull, This is going to be a broadcast where we have to talk a lot because we're dealing with TV themes. And I think
Some
a lot
of them are quick.
Some of them are going to be abbreviated. I mean,
No. See, that's
Honestly, I thought of this. This is a category I thought of, Rick, before a couple times, and I didn't choose it because I thought it was too broad.
And that.
That
And,
there- I mean, I honestly, and I'm sure you do too, I have CDs just full of theme songs.
see, this gives the opportunity to somebody to put that earworm in there to just
They're
ruin your
all-
whole day.
All earworms.
they're all earworms.
But I think your idea was a good one to limit it to a decade if we ever.
Well,
took this away.
because I
That's a good
I
idea.
thought about who was sitting next to me because I chose initially. I was thinking of, geez, I maybe might do the Real McCoys. I always loved that Real McCoy theme song. And then I
remember it.
thought, these people who are sitting next to me don't even have an idea of you.
Hey, I
because-
do.
You do.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you do.
But these other people have no idea.
They
And then
know
I
a lot of
thought,
TV.
okay, so then that means that I've got to pick something current. And then I picked a current one. Okay, so the first one was Real McCoys. The second one, which no one's picked, I hope, Game of Thrones. And then I said, that's going to get shot down because
I don't even know it.
Peter, none of these
You don't
people
have to know
it.
You don't have to know it. You're gonna listen. If you listen to it the first time, it may hit you that it's a great song.
Yes,
great music.
but maybe it's not an iconic song.
It doesn't have to be iconic.
But it could be if that's our choice. See, already we're fighting. Michael,
It
help.
doesn't have to be.
Michael, help. This happens all
Is
the
the whole thing is it a good song? Is it a bad song?
Yeah, I know. And like I said, I was going to then choose, okay, I'll pick the Jeopardy theme song. And then I thought, geez, that only lasts 3 seconds or something, and or half a minute. And I said, this is a 2-hour show. I got to think of the show.
We
And
might as
so
well
there-
get started then if it's
so-
only a 2-hour
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. There.
But there are some.
See, that could have
there-
won, couldn't it?
There are
Would
some
that have
TV
won?
theme songs. There are some TV theme songs that have gone on to become
Hits.
chart toppers and
Right.
hits, and there are some chart toppers and things that have gone on to become
Theme
themes,
song.
TV theme
Theme
songs.
songs. Yes,
Sun,
exactly.
Sunset, the one we had, 77 Sunset Strip, that went on the chart.
Yes,
Yep.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes, well, Love and Marriage, for
So,
instance.
yes.
By Frank Sinatra,
Yep.
for
Yep.
Married with Children.
Yep.
That's
However,
Joe Cocker's version of "A Little Help from My Friends."
all right, yes.
All right, Bob, it's 10
yesterday
o'clock.
on your show, Michael, Billy Joel.
Yes.
It was moving out, but it made me think of
My Life.
Jefferson's.
Bosom
My
Buddies.
Life, which is Bosom Buddies.
Life.
Yeah.
My life.
Jefferson.
Oh,
But
oh,
are
My
we
Life.
voting
Bosom
for
Buddies.
for the iconic of it?
What do
No,
you think
it's-
is it?
it's
Is it a
whatever
good
you
song?
want it.
Is it a good song? Is it?
Oh man!
Do you like the song?
See,
And
that's why
what it is.
I
It's
got to
about.
change it.
And now, at the
Right.
same time, how are your memories of that TV show come into play with that song as well?
Oh, dear
Exactly.
God, you're
Right.
talking
Whether you
nonsense.
like the television show or not.
Right. Exactly.
I think that's going to, fairly or not, I think that's going to affect a lot of the voting too.
All right, can we get started?
All right,
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
Okay.
Thank
Ready?
you. Yes.
So who's going first?
You don't know.
I know, I'm sorry.
How could you not get tickets?
I didn't realise it would be so popular.
Well, you must know somebody.
Hey, why?
Doctor, it's a concert about you.
And I've got the perfect way to get us in.
What's that?
A hyperscape body swap ticket valid for all entertainment events in the history of the universe.
Body swap.
Exactly. We just scrape off this little bit of foil here, and right now, two people sitting in the outdoor hall get deleted.
Deleted?
Yes, and we just appear in their seats.
But what about the deleted people?
Oh, they get deleted. Otherwise, we'd be sitting in their laps, and they wouldn't want that at all. I mean, imagine some young fella out there suddenly gets you in his lap. He'd be furious.
Yeah, but by deleted, you mean?
They just get sent outside. They materialise perfectly safely a few streets away.
Oh, okay.
Naked.
Naked?
Yes. We get their clothes too. It's all part of the body swap service.
Yeah, but then they're going to miss the concert. That's not very fair.
Ah, but they get compensated. A nice packet of biscuits. Jammy Dodgers, probably. Also £1 billion immortality, X-ray vision, a space bus, an electric camel, a house that's bigger on the inside and the outside. The legal right to marry 15 people of their own choosing and a pardon.
A pardon?
For being naked in the street.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Shall we?
Go on. Doctor?
How wonderful to be here, and my TARDIS made it, and a piano, how exciting. If Ludwig van could see me now. Hello, choir. Hello, orchestra. Oh, and it's Ben Foster. Ben, did you get my present? Excellent. May come in handy in case of alien invasion. Let's leave it to the real maestro, shall we? Oh, where's Clara? Clara!
Doctor? You promised we'd be in the audience, not in the orchestra. I don't know how to play the double bass.
Yes, sorry. Well, don't panic, but at least the costume went all right. Tails and a bow tie, jackpot.
Oh! Your hair.
Ah!
What happened to your hair?
Oh, no, that must be the ticket. Oh, never trust a tout, especially when he's from Space Vegas. Actually, that reminds me, I've got to take you there. It's the ultimate planet for excitement. Right then, now then, orchestra, are we ready?
Doctor,
Yes?
concentrate. Can we take our seats? Because everybody is waiting.
Right. Yes, of course. Ladies and gentlemen of the orchestra, my sincere apologies. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, sorry for interrupting this prom. Benjamin, please, take this. Right. Gosh, there's a lot of you, isn't there? It's time to run.
Woo! Woo! Wrong way.
Okay. Bye!
That's why Peter wanted to get started. He had an hour-long video to show us.
Oh, I'll be
One
getting
way
into
of
that.
killing time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he'll get it. You guys always tank me anyway, so I figured I'd
That's
start
not
off.
true. You've won.
I'd start off the. Yeah, I haven't mixed, but this is the only song. This is the only theme song that I could think of that has had. I believe it's now 13 different versions of the song, and it was originally
Wait a
written.
minute. I have to ask you, but I don't know. What is it?
That is a theme for Doctor Who.
Okay.
And it was created in 1963 by Australian composer Ron Granger and realized by
Does have
Delia
longevity.
Derbyshire at the BBC Radiophonic Workshop. And it was one of the first TV themes completely electronic. And since then, it's been reincarnated. Every Doctor that plays the role can put their spin on the basic melody of the tune. So that's version number 12 of the theme song.
Who was the actor? Who's Doctor Who?
Matt Smith. That was Matt Smith in 2013.
They change it.
The current Doctor Who is a female, and
Yeah,
they're
they
changed.
Oh.
She's leaving the role.
Yeah, that's working well for them too. I hear.
She's leaving the. No, actually, she's gotten good, pretty good. She's leaving the role this year, and the next Doctor has not been named yet.
Ah.
But I could have picked any one of the 12 themes, and some of the themes during the 80s were pretty interesting. I listened to all of them last night to pick the one that I liked. And it came down to David Tennant, Doctor number 10, or 11 and 12. Are the two that I
You can't give yourself 11 or 12.
No, I'm just saying
No, he was picking
Doctor's number 11 or
Doctor's
12.
numbers 11 or 12.
Okay, I thought he was trying to pull some fancy stuff there.
Well, I mean, it's recognizable. Most people would know what it is. It's got definitely has longevity on its side.
This is Michael talking now.
Yes.
Yeah, Pete, what are you giving yourself?
I, of course, have given myself a 10.
All right.
I know you guys will all rip me apart, so.
No.
I don't think it would have gotten a high score, but like compared to sci-fi things, to me, like the full orchestration of the original Battlestar Galactica theme
That was incredible.
is more impressive
Yes.
to me. Although, however, that show only lasted one season, so I'm going to.
This show's been around for over 50 years.
Can you do decimals?
Yeah, half.
Yes.
All right, I'll go 6.5.
Oh.
You know, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. All right, and we'll start at 10, and we have -3 right now for that long intro that was useless and just not needed. We have
For our radio folks, it was that was the Proms, which is a television show in England, and that was the intro to their playing.
Oh, you just gave me another -1 to add.
Was that to that was the London Symphony Orchestra doing that?
No,
or
it was
no,
the
who was it?
BBC Radio,
baby.
BBC Orchestra.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
We have a -1 for you trying to play us up by doing a video. -1 for not finding something with the latest Doctor, which, as you mentioned, is female.
I didn't like that version of the song.
-3, yeah, but you know, if you had the female Doctor on there, it would be a little bit closer to
No, if I had-
inclusivity, right, Bob?
If I had played the Westfield High School band playing Doctor Who, I might have gotten more points, right?
So I am at
Maybe.
I'm at -3, -4, -5. You do get +1 for not playing I Am the Doctor.
That's not a theme song to a TV show. It's a theme song for a character.
So that brings me up to 6,
You guys
according
all,
to my math.
You guys all suck.
Well,
Nobody's getting above a 5 from me.
You know, the Doctor Who is just too predictable from you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, why not? It's
it's
theme
predict-
song.
it-
It is.
It's
it is
Pete's theme song.
amongst all of the
Predictable.
themes on here. It is the most iconic.
Oh, well,
Except for
okay.
maybe-
Well, the panel will decide that, Pete.
No, because you're all going to tank me because you know this song could win.
But it didn't.
Nobody wants me to have the belt that I paid for.
According to Rick, it didn't necessarily have to be iconic either.
Yeah.
That's how I
But
picked
it
them.
is. That's to them,
that's
to
a
him,
good
it is the
choice.
song. And did you give your score?
Did I?
6, I thought you said.
6.
I
yeah.
was doing my math. Yeah, 6. Yeah.
Next. So I'll go next. I like the orchestration. It's great. The theme is great. I knew it the minute they started speaking who it was, and even the subtle music in the background as they were doing their little skit around the thing. I didn't even have to turn around. I knew what it was. Is it iconic? Yes. Is it a great instrumental? Yeah, it is. It really is. Once it got to there, I like it. I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, the thing is, you said once it got there.
Once it got
you know,
there,
and unfortunately, Peter would have scored higher if he didn't try to play some games with this.
I didn't play a game with it. I wanted a setup because you guys, not everybody knows who Doctor Who is.
And even after
Like
all
Bob.
that, Kathy still didn't know.
I don't watch.
Not everybody knows who Doctor Who is.
I don't. I'm sorry.
No, not everybody does.
Well, I'd say this.
When you only used to get 2 channels at night with
One was PBS and they aired Doctor Who.
yeah.
Bob, we need your score.
Yeah, I'm giving it a higher score because, first, I think that it's a really good theme. Do they use that theme? What you're saying is there versions of that theme for every year?
No, for each Doctor can put their own spin on the melody. The melody stays the same.
Well, that's what I mean. It's
But
a
like
version
Peter-
of a melody.
No, it's always the same baseline melody. I could have
The
played
arrangement
any-
is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Peter Capaldi added more electric guitars because he plays the electric guitar.
I hear you.
And he actually played on his opening title theme.
I get it. So I like the theme, and I thought that version was really exciting. It felt a little bit because
There it goes.
part of a TV show. I was separated from it rather than it being the song itself. I also would say that it's iconic for all those who know Doctor Who. And unfortunately, Doctor Who is a British television show. And if you're not...
Do you know the worldwide audience?
It doesn't have a worldwide audience.
Oh, yes, it does.
Well, no, it does have a worldwide audience. But it's sort of like my thinking behind Game of Thrones, why I didn't put it in, is because some people might not call that iconic because it's newer, or they don't know the show, or when they hear the song, they don't connect it to the show. If I heard that song alone, I wouldn't say that's Doctor Who because I don't know the show. If I heard the song alone, I would say, yes, that's a great thing. So the long and the short of it is that I'm giving you a 7.5.
You said you were going to do a high score on that one.
That's a high score.
Oh, okay.
Ms.
that's-
Palmer?
Yeah.
That leaves me, and I always give Pete. I love Pete's choices. I'm almost always on Pete's side for his choices. but-
Almost.
Yeah.
I hear it coming.
No. I'm going with a 7. I don't know the show, but the orchestration was wonderful. I mean, it was absolutely wonderful. But I don't know it. I do appreciate it, and I like your choice. I think it was a good choice. I think you had some good ideas in mind, but whether or not I think it's the best choice, no. I'm sorry, Peter.
Oh, see, it's not just me, Pietro.
Oh, you've disappointed Kathy Palmer.
I am, because I do like Peter's choices. I do.
So you're saying that we can't, when you choose a song, we may not even like the song ourselves, but
I
what
do
the
like
idea is for the panel.
I try to give
like
it.
that-
I try to give every song a fair shake,
So-
even if I lose.
So what's your score?
Yes, he does. I gave him a 7.
Oh, 7. Okay, sorry.
But that's what it is. It's personal opinions, and some people like certain songs, some people don't.
Yeah.
And if you've been following this for quite some time, that score out of me was not was not
You've tanked me.
not
You-
average. It was average for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
average.
you
average.
know, I don't score very high. I don't score very low. I
Cutthroat
mean,
job here, Mike.
that was a very typical score. I
It
could have
wasn't
done
a 3 or a
yeah.
0. I got a 0 once.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Ouch!
Yeah, but you gave yourself a 0 because it's the song. The category is songs Bob Plassel hate, and he picked Hallelujah or something like or the Hallelujah chorus. And it's like we know you'd love that,
my
Bob, so we
God.
have to give you a 0.
I wouldn't even want to sit through a show where like people pick songs that they know that I would hate.
What song ended up winning that one? Was that DMX?
No, Old Dirty Bastard.
Okay, baby, I want your money, right?
God
Yeah.
bless you.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
not.
no. We've done sappy songs. I mean, there's some songs that you would never.
Right, I know,
wanna
but
hear.
songs purposely pick that would annoy you.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think I could sit through that for 2 hours.
okay.
So God bless you. I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, you know, we know Bob by now, so we do know what annoys him, and we do it to him every time.
Yeah, we know exactly what buttons to push here.
That's right, and I'm so stressed and anxious. And
Well, as you
worried
said, it's
that
National
I am-
Buttons Day,
that's-
right?
Yeah, it is
Yep.
National Button Day.
yeah.
I'm just
All right.
stressed.
We ready to move on to number 2?
We are.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Song number 2.
wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kinda tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. Heading up that highway, leaving you behind. Hardest thing I ever had to do. Broke my heart in two, but baby, pay no mind. The price for finding me was losing you. Memories help me hide my lonesome feeling, far away from you and feeling low. It's getting late, my friend, my love, I miss you so. Take good care of you, I've gotta go. If you've ever wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kinda tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm a WKRP in Cincinnati.
You trying to tank me by playing an 8-minute version of that?
That's the album version.
Kudos to whoever picked it because they knew that they could get some bonus points because there's all radio people in the room.
Well, you see, well, thank you,
Didn't
Michael.
know who picked it?
No, I did not.
No?
Yeah,
Oh,
and I did pick that because we all got started up on the radio side, up on Western Avenue. So that all means high scores in this because that should. You know, it was a radio station, and we all watched it, and we got an idea. We got an idea of how a radio station should not operate by watching that show.
Wait a minute.
Actually, in those times, that's exactly how the stations operate.
I've worked at a couple radio stations.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You're not getting a Lonnie Anderson as a secretary in any of them.
No. And your programming director is about 500 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does show times have changed, and you know it's funny. It was only until a couple of years ago that you could buy the DVD set of all those programs. Why? Because of all the music that was on that TV show. They had to get licenses for every single, and they were playing hit and popular music multiple times a show back then. It wasn't like Knight Rider where they played a knockoff.
Horrible.
Yeah. That's how they got around all the licensing. It was cheaper to have somebody else perform it and pay the license for that.
Yeah.
Although, John Cougar's Tumbling Down was the only one that was actually, because it was such an essential plot point of that episode. They splurged on that episode. We got to keep the actual real version in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, you didn't pick Knight Rider would have been a great
That was one of my top 5.
I used to have that as a ringtone for like 2 years on my phone.
I do own a black GTA from the 80s. So
yeah. If anyone has picked that, that's going to get a high score from me. But I'm going to score myself a 10 on that one because I wish I could go 11 because even though it was a long version that I was starting to get a little tired with, I did kind of appreciate the Rhodes piano towards the end of that.
Well, that was
solo.
why. That was part of the reason. That was a song that was released as a single.
Right. I never heard the middle verses, and I liked it. The second verse touched me a little bit. Huh.
And it wasn't the second verse same as the first either.
Yeah, that's right.
Does that second verse relate to the show? Is that
It's about relocating and hearing
I don't think
something
it's
on the
anything
radio.
I don't think it's anyone specific like on the show.
No.
got it.
But
Yeah. It was lovely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 8.
Yeah, you liked everything about it.
I do.
Who was singing that?
Oh wow.
That is. I just looked it up.
You want me to give it to you? Steve Carlisle.
Steve Carlisle. Yep.
Okay.
Well, he's a very nice singer. I said, when it first started, I thought, geez, I don't recognize this. And then I never watched the show.
You never did?
Oh wow.
Ever.
Wow.
You
So
gotta watch.
that-
You gotta watch
Seriously,
the
Bob?
Thanksgiving Day one.
Yeah, no.
As God
You,
is my
you
witness-
haven't even seen the one with the turkeys coming out of the helicopter?
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
No, it's Betty.
And
played on the show.
Les Nessman comes walking in, and his hair.
Howard Hessman.
Yeah.
Gordon Jump.
You mean you
Lonnie
dropped,
Anderson.
you dropped live turkeys out of a
Wait, I want to
helicopter?
know if Lonnie Anderson is the only person you guys remember.
No. Howard Hessman.
All
Howard
right.
Hessman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gordon Jump.
Tim Reed.
Tim Reed.
Tim
Yeah.
Reed, yep.
Yeah.
Venus Flytrap.
Jan Smithers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these people.
Lonnie Anderson.
Oh, I know Lonnie. I know.
Who played Arthur Carlson?
Yeah.
Who was
Gordon Jump.
Gordon?
Yep.
Gordon Jump.
Yep.
And Mother Carlson.
Yep.
Yeah. there were
Well,
two.
the official star of the show.
There were
how
two
come
Mother
I-
Carlsons
Carlson,
on that
yeah.
show.
No, the
Yeah.
official star of the show. He got
Who's the
the first
official
intro.
star?
Who was the? I can't think of his name. The one who played, Andy there.
Is that the guy from Night Court?
Yeah, he was the
No.
station manager.
Yeah, I mean he got first billing on the sitcom. I can't think of
Who
his
is
name.
he?
Yeah, I don't.
That's the big star.
Well, it was an ensemble.
Gary Sandy.
I believe you're right.
Gary
Yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah. And then there
Who
was the
from
salesman
Taxi.
and the news.
He was from Taxi, I think. Gary Sandy.
No.
Wasn't he?
No.
And Herb Tarlick was the sales manager.
And then
Well,
Nessman there.
well,
Les
Remember that episode of You Bet Your Life or whatever when he went on and it was like Real People or That's Incredible and he was really made a fool out of and that was another great episode. And I think they actually used the people from either Real People or That's Incredible if you remember those.
My favorite
Those were back
episode,
then.
it was brilliant, was Mother Carlson hired a program doctor to fix the station.
Mm-hmm.
And so Andy changed the personalities of everybody. So when he came in and gave the report, it said that Lonnie Anderson was a bubblehead. The inefficient people were efficient. That Venus
Yep,
Flytrap
it was
was
completely-
pulling knives on people. So when the report came in, she completely dismissed it. I mean, it was a brilliant episode. Bailey was a stonehead. He made her a stonehead.
Yeah, I like the one when they had to go broadcast from the transmitter. And
The mattress
ultimately,
police.
that's where the phone cops.
The phone cops, yes.
And Johnny
Phone cops.
Johnny Carabella, also known as Johnny Midnight, also known as Dr. Johnny Fever, has his shoe off and he's trying to beat the lock
Yes.
off at the toolbox. I mean,
I remember that.
Well, I got to watch it now.
Yeah.
I liked the theme. I thought it was a great disco beat. I love disco music, and I think that was a disco beat, wasn't it? Sort of. I picture myself discoing.
there's a little bit on the hi hat. That
Yeah.
for me that's about it.
Oh, okay. So I like that song. I'm giving it an 8.5.
All right, my turn.
Ooh,
10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
explain, Lucy.
I have to explain?
You got some splaining to do on that one.
My feet don't reach the floor in these chairs. I want you to know that.
They didn't up at the college either.
Now she's
think-
done the Lily Tomlin
honestly,
show.
I think it had. First of all, the song is fun to listen to. I didn't watch it a lot. I do remember this show, but it's not that it was one of my favorites, and I love it, so I have to give it a 10. But I really like the song. The minute you hear it, you know what it is. You know the show. You appreciate the show. It was general audience, but I liked the song itself. I liked the musical interlude, and I liked the key change, and I liked the lyrics. But I also think for Ken, it was the perfect song. It was the perfect song for him to choose.
It's a happy song for you, Ken.
So
Well, it's not really a
It's-
happy song.
it's-
He left somebody behind.
Well, I know
Yeah.
it, but it has a
Upbeat.
happy.
It has an
upbeat.
upbeat
It doesn't
feeling
really
to
fit
it. It
what
has
Kenny
good
usually picks.
That doesn't fit Kenny at all. Then he's a curmudgeon.
Yeah, no, but it's great.
happy song. Good point. Good point,
I
Peter.
love it.
But it's a perfect choice for him. And since we don't really have any parameters for our choice,
Right, yeah.
I have to go with what I think, whether
Yeah.
I'm wrong or not.
No, that's.
I'm giving him an 8 too because I like the song and I think that was a good choice.
Wow. Peter
Hey,
gave
listen,
me
I
an
have-
It's gonna be
eight.
tough
I
to
have
beat.
to
You're hot.
grade. I have to grade based upon how the song meets the criteria.
Yes, and that's right, Peter, and I think it does. I really do.
Unfortunately, I didn't even have to think about this one. As soon as I heard the theme, 10 seconds, I knew it.
Oh, really?
You know, I did that too.
What's the name of the show again?
WKRP in Cincinnati.
See, I get it confused with It's Raining in Cleveland. Or what is
It's
it?
raining in Cleveland.
Hot in Cleveland.
Hot in Cleveland.
Hot in Cleveland, which is similar, isn't it?
No,
No, Bob, it's
No.
nothing close to
because they
that.
both take place in Ohio. That's about it.
Oh, well, it's something
No,
else.
and
What's the other
And
one?
it's
It's
not
always
sunny in
something.
Philadelphia.
Oh, that's the other.
Philadelphia. That's in
Yeah,
yeah,
Pennsylvania.
and
That's
in,
a Pennsylvania.
and in Cleveland, they're light one actor right now.
Yeah,
Too soon?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rick, we
Anyway.
need your score.
Too soon.
I'm going to give it an 8 also. I like the song. I loved I used to watch the show. It was great. It was a great show. It was
Lonnie
funny.
Anderson was.
They had some great one-liners in there, and Les Nessman, the news guy, had his own office, quote unquote, with a tape on the floor, and then anybody that walked in it that didn't knock first didn't get acknowledged that he walked into the office. So you had to knock on
I did that when I was a sales manager, and I had a wide open back room, and I got tired of clutter in areas, so I took tape and I put it along the floor around my work area. Go, this place has to remain holy.
Yeah.
And I got that from listeners. I didn't make everyone knock, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the turkey drop episode is probably one of the funniest ones. You've got to watch it, Bob. It is absolutely hilarious. It'll make you laugh.
did the pig and the carp show up on that same episode too? They were the mascots for the two radio stations, and they ended up getting the pig and the carp got in a fight in a men's
Right.
room somewhere. I mean, it's
Yeah, because that was the other radio station
Yeah.
that they were.
WPIG or something.
WPIG.
WPIG.
I gotta go home
Venus,
and watch
Venus
that show.
Flytrap. They had some great names, great character. Johnny Fever.
And it was different. It was unique for its time for theater. For comedy, because a lot of comedies were based on family sitcoms and that kind
But
of.
the Mary Tyler Moore Show, was it sort of a forerunner of WKRP?
It was a show about a show, kind of.
for TV
That was more
show.
about an independent woman. I think that could have been set anywhere. It just
Right.
happened to
Got it.
be.
Treat
This
you-
was about the TV station.
I don't think it was set driven. Shows can be character driven, set driven, plot driven.
And if it's well written, you
Tyler
can
Moore
take those
was-
characters and put them in
yeah,
any
She was
any.
character driven, not set driven.
And we will not talk about the new WKRP. In Cincinnati.
No.
Oh, there is a new one?
Wow.
Yeah, there was. It
That
was
would have dinged.
short-lived.
That would have dinged had I remembered that.
Yeah, 2 or 3 seasons, I think. Out of that
Oh,
one.
God. I missed both of them.
New reboots very seldom really make it for any length of time.
I'm
All
kind of
we have
depressed
now
with
are reboots.
the Knight Rider.
Yeah,
I
that was
enjoyed
I
that.
really, I enjoyed that one.
I liked it. I think they cut it off too soon.
They tried. Well, they tried to fix it by going back to the original, where basically they were helping case by case. And the new one, they're like working for the government, and it just it didn't work.
You're just bitter because they replaced the Trans Am with a Mustang.
Well, I was just glad they didn't replace it with a Japanese car. So, I mean, Mustang was the only choice.
Well, the Mustang is the only car that could morph into an F-150 too.
It looked horrible. It did.
And they brought back the original Law and Order too,
Yeah, I saw
with
that.
Sam Waterston.
Yeah.
Oh, CSI Vegas is really the original.
That's right. They brought that back too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
So
some of the same characters.
we've got 3 scores already.
Everybody scored for this one.
Everybody
Right.
already scored.
Yep.
All right.
We can
Let's
move on to the next one.
Nice.
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. With every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man, they've given you a number and taken away your name. Beware of pretty faces that you find. A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Oh, be careful what you say, or you will give yourself away. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret Asian man, secret Asian man, they've given you a number and taken away your name. Secret Asian man, secret Asian man, they've given you a number and taken away your name. Swinging on the Riviera one day, and then laying in the Bombay alley next day. I know you let the wrong word slip while kissing persuasive lips. The odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret Asian man, secret Asian man, they've given you a number and taken away your name. Secret Agent Man.
Well, speaking of Knight Rider, kudos for not playing the David Hasselhoff version of that.
Oh, I'd never do.
So,
never
so,
do that.
so who is responsible for a secret Asian man?
Excuse me. Okay, that would be me. That's my song.
Okay.
It's a great song. You know, and it's
Who is that? Johnny
It's
Johnny
somebody.
Rivers.
Johnny Rivers. Yes. Yep. And it hit the Billboard charts at number 3 in 1966.
Was it written for the show, or was it pre-existing?
It was. That's a good question.
I think it was written for the show
Yes, written.
because it has that. Unless he was referring to James Bond, because it has that James Bond feel to it.
Taken away.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's
I bet.
Hey, Kathy, can you tilt down your mic? It's way above your mouth there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just sitting back because
Oh, okay.
I can't. No,
All right.
well, it was.
I'm just listening, Peter.
Gotcha.
Well, it was originally recorded by a band called the Challengers for their album "The Man from U.N.C.L.E."
Oh.
They were a surf rock band, so it was written in. Let's see.
So the song was recycled.
It was. Yeah,
It was probably
It was-
recycled.
It says it was released by the Johnny's River version was released in February of 1966, which made the charts.
Right. And how long did the show? If
show
Secret
itself-
Agent.
The
That
Secret
might-
Agent itself only lasted 3 years or 2 years. There were only 3 seasons.
Who starred in it? I can't even remember who starred in it. Was it Diana Rigg?
No.
Secret. No, that.
You're thinking of the Avengers.
Oh, the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they all mixed together.
Yeah.
But was it an English show, Secret Agent Man, or was it an American show?
it was a CBS TV show.
Oh, okay.
I think
but
the
it-
star-
What does it matter, Bob?
It was renamed from. It was renamed.
I wanted to make sure it's a TV thing.
He's preaching the first 2 hours of this morning equality and inclusivity, and now he's trying to separate you depending on whether you're English or American now.
No.
It was actually original.
Bob.
It was actually original
dear
British show
God.
called Danger Man,
Danger Man.
and then they changed it. The CBS changed
That's
it
it.
to Secret Agent.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So-
I was
So
thinking
recycled
of
a recycled theme for a recycled show.
Well,
That's what I'm hearing.
it's not a recycle. It's a song that came out.
Well, it fits.
in an
it,
album
it,
called The Man of
it,
Uncle.
it fits the show. So I mean,
Well,
they-
Man of
You just
Uncle
lost
is
a
a
point in my-
TV show.
I just lost a point.
No, it was on an album called The Man from Uncle.
Yeah, but
By-
The Man from Uncle was a TV show?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yes. But it was from an album called that. Nothing.
Don't we have to go to break?
No, we don't.
So nothing to do with the TV show. That's what
Well,
the name of
you
the
know,
album
it's
was.
a catchy song. It fits the show. I don't know if people if you hear the song now. I don't know if people connect it to that show. I think a lot of times you hear the song and people just think it was a song. I don't know if people will connect it to the show.
Well, because the show was so long ago. That's
Right.
my idea. That unfortunately, because we're picking shows for a panel of younger folks, then you may not want to pick an old show that nobody knows.
But this song has stood the test of time.
song has stood the test
I
of time.
knew it in the first 2 seconds.
Right.
But I don't know if people would say, "Oh, that's a TV theme." That's
Yep.
that's my deal.
Right.
That's the only reason why I can't go higher than the 6.5.
Really?
Oh my God.
Really? Because it's a classic song this way, and Secret Agent Man, and even the people who listen to classic rock know that it's
That's right.
from a TV theme song. Especially even the
Do they?
guitar riffs.
Do
Even
they?
the
But
guitar
do they
riffs.
know that it's from the TV show?
Does anybody recognize the guitar riffs?
That's the only thing
Yes,
most
I-
people
I-
recognize.
Everybody does.
Everybody.
From not Secret Agent Man,
Yeah. From
James Bond.
James Bond. And so
Yes.
Yeah. And so
Yeah. So they used the James Bond movie series used this song, which was
No, I
originally.
think it's a
I think it's
little bit
both.
just a little different.
They
than
used
the
the
James
guitar
Bond
riff. No, they used not the theme. They used the guitar riff in the theme.
theme. Oh,
So basically,
I
they
see
were.
what you're saying.
What did they call it? Sampling.
Yeah.
Sampling.
It was early sampling.
It was early sampling. Is basically what they did.
All right. You know what? All right. I'll go 7.
All right.
All right.
Changing.
I'm going to 7.
I'm going to 10. That's mine. I like this song. I still listen to it on Wacky.
I was gonna give it a-
WAQY.
I was going to give it a 7, but I have to give it a 6 because it's a retread of a retread of a retread.
It's not.
And
a
I still like the
retread. How do you
song.
say- wait a minute. How do you say it's a retread?
It can't be. It's
not.
It's the theme of the show. It's not a retread.
It's a recycled song for a recycled show
Well-
for recycled everything.
No, it's not a
Wait
recycled.
a minute.
And it doesn't matter. It's my opinion. It
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be right.
But it's not a it's not a recycled song though. It was released. So this is the thing about theme songs. We had talked about this earlier. Is that theme songs? Some of them were released and then adapted to the movie to TV shows, or some of them came off of TV shows and became hits.
Yeah.
This one was never a hit. It was released on an album. It was released on an album by some no-name band, and then it was used as the theme of the thing. Just like like I said, from the Wonder Years. Joe Cocker's version of
That's right.
A Little Help from My Friends.
Yeah. Married with Children.
Married
Frank
with
Sinatra.
Children, yes.
Love and Marriage.
Yes, exactly. So they're TV songs.
Yeah,
They're,
I agree with you, Rick.
and hit the Billboard charts at number 3. And Canada was number 4, but Canadians don't know what they're doing anyways.
Take
Yeah, but Trudeau's awfully.
take off, eh?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hosers. So,
He's telling me I'm giving you an 8.5.
yeah. But the guitar riff is phenomenal in that.
Oh, it's so recognizable. It's iconic. That
Bob, you give it an 8.5?
8.5.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I'm torn.
I saw you singing along with it, Kath.
I know, and I'm torn.
It's a little long. You got to say that. So
She remembers when it first came out.
I do. I do. And the
did you
minute
confuse it with the what's the name of that Diana Rigg show?
The Avengers.
Did you confuse it with the Avengers theme?
I'm just going to wait till you're done.
That's right.
Absolutely correct. 100%. Oh dear God, here we go. I'm gonna go with a 10. I did it.
No.
You did
I'm
it
gonna go with
twice
a 10.
today.
The minute, yeah, but the minute I heard it, I knew what it was. I mean, even when it just started on the intro,
I agree.
knew what it was. I like the guitar sound in this. I like the song. I know what it is. I know what the show is. It's recognizable, and it's still recognizable today. So I'm going with a 10. Okay.
Wait a minute. It is recycled. I'm reading the Wikipedia story of this.
Doesn't matter.
So am I. Where are you seeing it's been recycled?
Sloan and Barry's published producer Lou Adler also produced and managed Johnny Rivers, so Rivers was chosen to add the vocals for the TV show. Rivers claimed he came up with the opening guitar riff that was inspired by the James Bond theme, so that came first.
But the riff, not the whole song, just the riff.
Right, I
And
understand
it wasn't.
And-
Was inspired. It's not the exact riff. So
I
and
understand
so
that,
it
but
was
it's still
created for the
recycled
show.
Bond.
It's not recycled,
I
right?
agree with yeah.
It's not recycled.
Johnny Rivers is going to claim a lot of things. From what I heard, that nobody liked Johnny Rivers.
Yeah. Well, no, that was actually from
Personally.
that was
Elvis-
actually
Elvis
from the
wanted to
writers.
kill him.
He never wrote it. It was written by P.F. Sloan and Steve Barry.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whatever happened with that Robin Thicke debacle?
Did he do? What's the debacle for Robin Thicke?
Oh God. Not Luther Vandross. What was the original?
Oh, Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly, Robin Thicke's big song was stolen from.
Oh,
Well,
I
his
see.
first song was just basically that symphony and swing there, and he just put lyrics to it. I'm like, I didn't know you could do that.
Kathy, we're waiting for your score and Ken's score.
I
still.
did give you
10.
the score.
Oh.
I gave him a 10.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
I did. Well, I'm having to do it in between Bob.
Yeah.
Ken,
Oh, I'm not speaking. I'm
I'll
done.
just put it up.
Ken, you haven't gone yet.
I appreciate the Les Paul that I hear in that. You know that it's the Les Paul that's being played. I mean, no doubt about that. But I just have this horrible memory with this song because as many of you know, I used to run karaoke shows, and this one guy at the Paddock in Hatfield, Massachusetts, every week would sing "Secret Asian Man." That's where I got that from. And it was really off key, and it just, oh man, I dreaded it. When I saw that slip come up, I'm like, oh, pick another song. Come on. So that brings me to, I'm not going to tank you, and I'm going to be fair about it, but I still have that memory, behind my eyes. It's like spinning now, and I can hear the guy, Asian man, and it was really horrible. 7.5.
Yeah. Well, I could have played the Bruce Willis version or the Mel Torme version.
Oh, dear.
Mel Torme would have been interesting.
Oh, Lord.
That would have been interesting.
Or the William
Lord
Shatner
help
version.
I don't think William Shatner did it, but
William
or
Shatner did.
or the Hoff. I wasn't going to play the Hoff version.
Please, God, no.
Yeah.
His daughter was just on a reality TV show.
She
Hoff?
was. Yeah, she was. I don't know what it
Oh,
was.
is that the one where they sent everybody out to a farm?
Yes, it wasn't that bad.
Jeez.
Oh, dear.
I saw some of that in these,
It reminds me of MTV Road Rules and Jersey
And they
Coast
said
or whatever.
They said they couldn't
But-
come up with enough programming to fill all the new channels.
I saw like one or two
was a-
episodes.
it
of
was a
just
guilty
like,
pleasure
oh my
for me, that
God.
show.
You just sit here and go, these people would get eaten up in the real world.
Billy Bob Thornton's kid was on it.
Question for Michael.
Yeah.
Coming up in the rotation, do you want the full version or the TV version?
How long is the full version?
2 minutes, 59 seconds.
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Oh, I guess we know who the next song is.
No, it's not.
Oh,
I
it's,
just-
no, you said coming up in rotation.
Yes. I can't guarantee it, but there's 2 versions of it. I was just checking.
All right, so we're 1, 2, 3 songs down.
Oh, we're behind schedule.
No, we're right where
about-
we
we're
want to be
about
right
on time,
now.
Oh, okay.
Yep, let's go.
You want to talk about a show that's test of time? I mean, there you go.
I recognize it, but I don't even know what show that's from.
Really?
You don't? And you made
That's-
fun of me in Doctor Who.
I didn't make fun of you.
I know.
The show's been on for like 20 years.
Yeah.
What is it?
Law and Order.
Yeah, I don't watch the procedurals.
I know, but I'm saying you must have seen like a commercial for it or something.
Nothing that stood out enough for me to care about.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and the CSI, that moves, even though it takes place in Vegas, moves too slow for me. I can't watch it.
Wow.
But the cleaning lady, that's another story, but we'll get to that
okay.
later.
All right. So I selected this, but my first go-to song all the time is "The Love Boat" by Jack Jones.
Oh, jeez, I'm glad.
And,
Thank God.
Yeah. So it always said "The Love Boat." I played it on this show a lot of times, and I lose every time. Every damn.
So you've learned your lesson, is what you're saying.
So yeah, I decided to go with this song, but then in the middle of my show, I said,
Is that the Mike Post
"Why
version?
didn't?"
It is the Mike Post version. Yeah.
That's the Mike Post version. Why didn't I? Why didn't? Yeah, there it is.
There you
Oh, that's what that show
That
is from?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's also the show that says the following happened between 8 a.m. and
No,
9
that's
a.m.
24.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's not it.
no.
All right, that's
And that doesn't have, that show didn't ever have a theme song.
But there is a disclaimer on it that says something about the stories taken from real stories.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they
Right.
take a news story
Yes.
and then they
Yeah.
Have been ripped from the
change it
headlines.
just a little
Yeah,
bit.
so-
It'd been ripped from the headlines.
Well, you know,
I don't know what
you,
it is
you connect, except for Kenny here. I mean, you connect it to the show. It's the show's been around for a long time. It was an innovative TV show that launched a gigantic franchise. It's got 6 spinoffs, and the song is it's a catchy tune. It really is. I'm going 9.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you. First, it was written by Mike Post, and you know that iconic thing, that sound that you.
Dun dun.
The twang sound in the guitar.
Yeah, we had a very extensive library of stuff, so we started looking at, hey, give me the sound of a jail door slamming. Okay, we did that. Clang. It's a bit iron kind of sound, Post said. Then he listened to the sound of someone hitting an anvil with a hammer. Next, they made some drum.
that would have been the coyote.
Yeah. Then they made
The dynamite.
some drum noises in the studio, and then they took a few sounds together and combined them, but it wasn't enough. He next found a sample of 100 men in Japan on a wood floor
Excuse me?
stomping. Yeah, a sample of 100 men in Japan on a wood floor stomping. They combined that sound with what they already had, and that's when you get the sound that you had played earlier, Peter.
The dung dung.
You sure that was Law and Order, not NYPD Blue? Because
No,
NYPD Blue, I
no,
thought had all that.
No,
the
no.
Chinese guys dancing.
No. So at any rate,
Dun dun.
I'll ask after I hear all the votes if you would have give me a higher score with the song that I came up with during my show.
What was that?
Well, why don't you all?
I gave an 8.5 because that's Mike Post was had 2 of the songs in my top 5 for this because he's just an iconic songwriter for TV themes. I like it because it's got some flow. It's not flat like a lot of TV themes. You know, it has ebb and flow to it, and the guitar twang, just the noises of that guitar pickup. And hearing the twang of that acoustic guitar is just, for me, is a really, that's why I gave it a good score.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going with a 9. I knew it the minute I heard it. It's kind of dark for me, but I knew it. It is, everybody knows it. The minute it starts, you hear the ad on TV, even if you don't watch the show. And I think everybody in the world who lives in New York City has been on Law and Order at one time.
Oh,
or another.
I
As
have
an
been
extra?
on Law and Order 3 times.
Wow.
Two or 3 times.
Bob, I think it was a good choice, so I don't know why you questioned it.
I was going to go with the theme. I was going to go with I Love Lucy and She Loves Me.
Oh. Well, no, I like this one better. I think this is a better choice.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
really do.
Yeah.
You all do? What
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I Love Lucy is an iconic theme song, of
Yeah.
course.
It
Yeah.
is.
But
it
I
is.
think
I
this
was
one
nervous that it-
has crossover appeal where
Yeah.
it's not just TV fans that can appreciate that song. The I Love Lucy theme I don't know if it would have the same crossover appeal.
Yeah.
I probably would have scored the Lucy theme higher.
Would
Really?
you?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate the Latin percussion in it.
Hey, what about the other one that I thought was the Beverly Hillbillies? Would that have
The
been
Ballad of Jed Clampett?
Yeah.
I mean, it tells the story. It sets
You
the
know what?
premise.
They're all good. I mean, every single one that everybody's picked. Like I said, I have CDs of nothing but
Yeah.
TV theme songs.
Yeah.
There's hundreds.
I came real
there.
close to Magnum PI.
Ooh,
Oh,
that would have been
but-
another good
oh,
one.
Yeah,
The new one or the old one?
I have no knowledge or refuse
watched
to
that
acknowledge the
one.
new one. So
No, I
I don't know
won't
what
watch
you're
it
talking
either.
about. I don't.
You know what? I won't
It's-
watch it. It's not Tom Selleck.
Yep.
I don't want
It's the same thing with songs for you, huh?
Right.
Pretty much.
It's actually not.
So, Kenny,
a
what
pretty
did you
good,
end up giving
Hawaii
it?
5-0 was a good redo too.
That would have been a good theme song to pick too. What, Kenny?
Yeah.
What did you give it as a score?
Well, you know,
Awkward Files?
maybe you want to cue it up for later on if we have time, because it started to make me think of
Hawaii 5-0?
No, it started to make me think of Massive Attack.
Oh, that's a good song too.
Yeah, so I think maybe we should play that one if we have time.
Not many
Massive
not many
Attack.
people would get that one.
Yeah, Teardrop by
Teardrop.
Massive
Yeah,
Attack.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I had to ask what show it went to, and I was being honest about that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just never got into it. I get the melody, but for me it was
boring?
boring. Yeah, it was pedestrian. So I need to go with a 7 on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh my
And we have
word.
Michael. Michael, did you get giving a score?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it 9.
I haven't scored yet.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah. I like this song. I knew exactly what it was from when I first heard it. It's a great show. Great song. I like Buster said, I don't think everybody recognizes it for what it is and where it's from. I'm gonna give it an 8. I actually enjoyed it. I like to hear that. I like to hear those instrumentals. It's just that.
Folks, do you think I have a chance?
Dun dun.
I don't know. Play that.
Peter,
wait a
do you
minute.
have
Play
that?
that theme.
Do you have that?
Play
Dun,
that.
dun.
Play the Law and Order thing, folks. There
Yes,
it is.
there we go.
That's 100 Japanese men jumping up and down with a hammer and a nail and some other and a door closing. All of that combined made that sound.
All right, you ready for the next one?
So wait a minute. In Pete's argument, that's a recycled up used thing.
Yeah, but that's just a sound effect. That wasn't part of the theme.
Oh, that. Oh no,
All right. So
that
what-
didn't come in at
Yeah,
the
it
end.
is.
No, it doesn't come in at the end.
No,
That's
it
part of the
comes
theme.
in the show.
During the show.
It's part. It's used as a transition in the show.
It's
Yes.
before a break.
Oh,
So what
'cause
number
it's-
are we on now?
Yeah.
We got 2 left.
Ew.
All right.
Ready?
Ooh
have
la
time.
la. All right. Hit me, barkeep.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic point aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, a millionaire and his wife, a movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Isle. So this is the tale of our castaways. They're here for a long, long time. They'll have to make the best of things. It's an uphill climb. But first mate and his skipper too will do their very best to make the others comfortable in their tropic island nest. No phone, no lights, no motor car, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe, it's primitive as can be. So join us here each week, my friends. You're sure to get a smile from 7 stranded castaways here on Gilligan's Isle.
The Ballad of Gilligan.
There you go. Yes,
The
that
official
would be
title,
nice.
The Ballad of Gilligan.
You know what was cool about that was the they had a whole separate verse that they used as the closing thing.
Yep.
So that was kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
You did set up the premise of the sitcom, as ridiculous as the sitcom actually
my
was.
Awful it was. It was
Can
really,
I go first here?
Yeah, but I think that title may be truncated on the computer because I always understood it to be the Ballad of Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, probably. I think you're right.
But in the song, don't they say Gilligan's Isle? Here on Gilligan's Isle.
There was a cartoon version that they called Gilligan's
There
Isle
was.
too. I remember that.
Perhaps back then that's how you pronounced it whilst you were on an isle.
Whilst with Will Wheaton.
Well, and having some whipped
Will
cream.
Wheaton with whipped cream.
Don't get me going. I have him queued up
And some
right here.
cool, and some cool
Michael,
whip.
don't even start it. Don't.
That was cool.
why?
My
Why?
choice. Why? Well,
Yes.
you know what? Someone said when I heard the tune, when I heard the topic, this was the first song that, boom, popped into my head. And the minute we hear it, we know what it is. It's still on replays. 1967. Yes, it only played for 3 years. No, they really didn't ever get back. There were some movies afterwards that played around with the plot, but they never got back. The original pilot. Hey, I want you to notice something,
It's
guys.
funnier than Knight Rider
I
went
don't
on along
need-
the Gilligan's
Did
Island.
you notice that Michael and I don't need to read it from our phones?
And how the hell did the Harlem Globetrotters get out to that island?
That was the movie afterwards. That was long done. But the original pilot didn't have those characters, and when they finally aired the original pilot, they made changes. They didn't have Marianne and Ginger. Of course, every girl wanted to be Ginger. I ended up being Mrs. Howe. So that's
Lovely.
And it was wonderful because you had to wonder, where the heck did they get all those clothes?
Yes.
But back in that
Right.
day,
It's a 3-hour tour. What did?
Yeah.
And a trunk full of cash.
Right.
But back in the day, we just enjoyed it. We didn't question it. We
Right.
didn't nitpick it. We didn't say, there's a lot of potholes in town. We just kept on going, and we just watched it. We enjoyed it. It was fun. It went on to be.
It was a
reruns.
sitcom.
It went on. Gilligan is now actually Bob Denver is considered to be an iconic, classic character. I chose
Even with
it.
Dobie?
Yeah, Dobie Gillis. Yeah.
All right,
Dobie
I'm gonna give it a
Gillis.
9 because I got to run to the
I-
bathroom.
Okay.
Oh,
My pills
Okay.
my pills is kicking in.
All right. I chose it for 2 reasons. And Peter's going to leave, so he's not going to hear my reason. But my 2 reasons is it was kind of a homage to Peter and Ken, because no matter what happened, the professor always seemed to be able to keep the radio working. Somehow he had the technology to always put it together. But also
She's sucking up.
because...
She's sucking up for votes here.
Yes.
No,
Not working.
No, it did. The professor made me think of them because they always put it together. God knows how he did it. And the Howells always had the jewels. I loved it. But also because the creators, and it's not off the top of my head, maybe my...
Sherwood Schwartz.
Yep.
I
And
don't
the steam
have-
trunk full of cash.
Yeah.
That I never understood.
I know. Well,
somebody was
Thurston-
trying to get away with
Yeah.
something.
You knew Thurston. But anyway, the creators of the show said one of the things they liked about it was everybody was always different, and they had very different ideas, and they had very different personalities and characters, but they all had to get along. Does that sound familiar here, boys? Does it? We all have to be friends and get along. I think it just stood the test of time. It's a song that everybody knows when they hear it. I think even though it's an old show, kids today still know it. It is parodied. I personally don't know that you could have a show like that on, because they were all such... I don't-
Stereotypical. They were
yeah,
stereotypical.
stereo characters. I don't know that you could get away. It wouldn't sell today. It just wouldn't sell.
Versus Minoral.
Yeah. Now, do we have to wait for Peter to come back? Cause
No,
he's gotta, but he's
well,
got to write
we-
down the
yeah, we can
scores.
remind
We're good. I'll roll with it.
Oh, God, help me. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
So wait, so you're voting 10, I'm guessing. So.
No, he
Oh.
never does.
No.
No, for
Not
you.
the reason. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, outfits. They always seem to have a new outfit on. And I obviously watched the reruns as a kid. And even as a kid, I'm like, why are they always wearing new outfits?
That's
So
'cause you
I
have
got that.
ADHD.
Except Gilligan and the
Yeah.
skipper.
Gilligan.
Of course I watched it. I could describe episodes, and it seemed to have gone off air like 20, 25 years ago, because as Nick at Night and TV Land, they progress. Well, TV Land, they don't do the Brady Bunch anymore. They don't do Hogan's Heroes anymore. They're playing the Cosby Show, and
It went off air because Gunsmoke knocked it off.
and
That's what happened.
a month ago I was going through, and there was a Gilligan's marathon during the weekend. I'm like, okay, and I left it on there. So I didn't hate the show, but I still remember as a kid, damn those outfits. And
Song.
and the other
especially Gingers.
and the other thing that I questioned as a kid, what that damn radio that I always listened to, those batteries never went dead.
That's why I
But you,
said it.
you, you can't
but the
blame the
professor-
show for the theme song.
They powered him with a coconut.
Yeah, the professor came up with new batteries.
Yeah,
Peter, you missed it. I said it. It was.
It was
reminded
our
me
road
of-
trips to Virginia, right? I know.
and
Sometimes I feel like that.
I have this little thing called Ken's 10 that I run people through on my show. And, excuse me, in the first, or it might have been the second one of the
I
questions
remember
was
Ginger or Marianne.
Ginger or Marianne. So, Ginger or Marianne.
He says that. Marianne.
Ginger or Marianne.
I'm going with the old Marianne.
As beautiful as Ginger is, I mean, it depends what you're looking for. Are you looking for one night, or are you
Whatever
looking for
you-
your rest of your life? Because if you're going one night, you got to go Ginger.
Ginger, yeah.
But I mean, if you got to spend the rest of your life with her, I'm going with Marianne.
I always pick wrong. I guess I'm Ginger.
All right,
Yeah,
remember,
Rick?
She couldn't listen.
Marianne all the way.
Yeah, I was Marianne all the
That's
way too. Yeah,
amazing. I can't believe that.
Midwestern
yeah, Girl Next
Farm
Door
Girl.
and
Yeah.
Farm
yeah.
Girl.
the farmer's daughter. Yeah, yeah. And how she ended up.
Yeah,
on a
Ginger.
boat with
She just appeared to me, even as a child. That
She'd be high
She'd
maintenance.
just be full of
Yeah.
drama.
She'd be
I
high
mean,
maintenance.
come on.
So, Ken, your score is
7.
It was the hair.
Rick.
Again, gives me memories of watching TV, and it wasn't until years later I picked up the stuff that Ken did, going, "Wait, how did all this stuff end up?" It was just one of those shows that you watch and go, "Okay," but I'm going to give it a 7.5.
I think it's funny that somebody did, because it's written in an iambic pentameter that you can put Emily Dickinson's poems to the song. Because I could not stop for death. It kindly
that's exactly
stopped for
what
me.
I was thinking.
Oh, how do you like that?
Yeah, so
Ooh.
Is that kind of like Pink Floyd and the
I
Wizard
would
of
have
Oz?
preferred that.
Yes.
yeah, so
Yes.
I mean, it tells a story. I do like but as song wise, I don't think it's that great of a song. So I would be tough to go higher than 7.
And song wise, that's why I kind of ended up.
I think we
earlier,
only
too.
the only score I don't have is Bob.
Yeah. Okay. So what I gave
Here it goes.
said the first thing, the lowest score I gave today was 7.5. Was
Correct.
that?
Yes.
Okay. So I can't. I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it an 8 because I don't want it to be as low as the lowest score because I liked
Okay.
it better.
No, I'm
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody takes me.
Yeah. No.
I didn't, Pete.
No.
Fine.
Yeah, I liked it. I like, but I don't like. I would have preferred Emily Dickinson lyrics. That would have given. I would have given it a 9.
The iambic pentameter. We all got that, right?
Yeah. How brilliant.
Has everybody scored?
Yes.
There's an Amherst joke here somewhere. I just can't come up with it.
I just want to give a little quick PSA to anybody who has Xfinity out there. They are experiencing outages in this area where we are at the WTA in the Russell Road area.
And,
So
and it
you're
couldn't
experiencing it.
have anything to do with the fact that they boosted up the speed without telling anyone, and now they're having issues.
I don't know.
They oversold their pipe. You mean?
It's not saying whether it's internet or it's TV. So it's just telling.
So
me
if they
it's
can't
outage.
hear us, they can't hear this update.
Yes, there's outage. Yeah, well, unless they're
hear
listening
on the radio.
And hopefully the outage
or
will
on-
force their modem to reset.
Or
Yes.
and
if you have Hulu,
What's that?
if you have Hulu, will you still hear us?
Yes, or if you have Whip City.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're
You
okay.
got five.
Yeah, so hopefully if you are in an outage area, it'll force your modem to reset. But if not, you should reset your modem anyway because they did change. They upgraded the speed to everyone on Xfinity, and I get their basic internet, and I went up to 750 by 23.
Yeah.
Which
which is good. But
It's
yeah,
okay.
it's not saying
it's
whether
okay.
it's TV or it's TV or internet. But
Oh,
they said
he's doing
they said
it.
it'll be, they said they should have it resolved by approximately 1:10 p.m.
So do we
10.
That's
There's
pretty
that
specific.
exact.
do we know if that's broadband or video?
It doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't say. It just says service. Your experience. You could be experiencing service interruptions.
So anybody that knows somebody, because there's nobody, if they have it, they're not hearing our thing.
Right.
So you go next door to tell the neighbor next door that the reason why they're not getting it, because I just heard it on my TV.
Exactly.
Bob, I only have 26 listeners anyway. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
We're up to 26.
You have 26.
Yeah, but half of them are here. So
All right.
Oh, by the way, don't let me forget to give you that $20.
Are we almost done? We got
One more song.
one more song.
More song.
And then
You're
songs,
trying to push us and rush us along.
No, there's been surprising that that.
and
some
then
of
there's
the
songs
top
that people didn't
songs-
pick.
Yeah,
really?
That's what I'm surprised at too, Pete. That it's just that I have
You
not
know, like this
heard.
classic.
This isn't an entry, is it?
No, this is an extra. You guys know what that one was?
No, I don't.
What is that? The
Deal-
two old folks at the table here. I have no
You
idea.
you probably used to watch this show.
What is it?
Matter of fact, I'm almost positive.
This is a better
you have.
version of it.
All right, play some.
It's a game show.
No, that's not.
don't know.
Hosted by Howie Mandel.
A big deal.
Deal or no deal?
Deal or no deal.
Didn't watch it.
Oh, no, I don't watch quiz shows usually.
yeah.
No, I
That's
don't
not a
do
quiz
that.
show.
What
All right,
is
ready for
that?
the final entry?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
That's another song. That's another show that would never make it today.
All right, what is
You
the
big dummy.
Written by Quincy Jones. How
what
about
is the
that?
actual name of that
Really?
song though?
Street Beater.
Street Beater.
Street Beater by Quincy Jones, written for the amazing thing about how NBC got that show. Now, Norman Lear took a British sitcom called Till Death Us Do Part and converted it to All in the Family, and he shopped it to all the networks. CBS took a shot, and it was, of course, a huge hit. So he's like, I have another idea. I think Steptoe and Son would translate to an American audience. So he got Red Fox, and they're rehearsing downstairs at CBS. And they're like, hey, come down and see what we're doing. And CBS is like, yeah. All right, no, guys, come on down. Yeah. So he called NBC. The NBC executives show up on the lot with their coats over the head and the hats over the eyes, and we're here to see Norman Lear. And after 20 minutes, they said, we want it. And after that, anytime Norman Lear called CBS, they were like, yes. Because they lost Sanford and Son, because they just wouldn't go downstairs to see what he was doing. Norman Lear, just one of the greatest TV people of all time.
What else did he do?
Oh, my gosh. All in the Family, One Day at a Time, Jefferson's, Maude, Good Times, Sanford and Son. I mean, just the guy was just, and he's still with us. He's still alive.
Still alive. 94.
And I've really appreciated the past 3 years the live broadcasts of the Norman Lears.
Yep.
Yeah. Facts of Life. That
No.
Norman Lear?
No.
Okay, they just happened to redo it on one of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to me, it's iconic. You have some great memories of this show. It's a Norman Lear classic, and it was really one of the first TV shows that showed the African Americans on TV, and it
Front
was
and
just
center.
Yeah, and it was Red Fox was just absolutely hilarious. And those fights with Aunt Esther are just epic. And the song is great. Quincy Jones, for crying out loud. You got Quincy Jones to come up with the theme song for your show. I'm biased, but I got to go 10. I've used it for a theme song for
You're allowed to do
Touchables.
10 on your own song.
Yeah, okay, good. So I'm going 10.
Well, I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Wow.
Bob's trying to save his own butt here.
Yeah, no. I just I don't know, and it's strange because
Damn catchy.
It is, and it to me sounds like another version of Law and Order in a way. I
No,
think
not even close.
that could morph into Law and Order.
Not even close, Bob.
No.
But you like the Law and Order, so why?
I know this is the crazy part. All right, so
Welcome to the show.
all right,
my
I'm
good.
giving you.
this is the
All
game.
right, then you've talked me into 8.
All right, cool.
All right, good.
I'm giving it a 9 because it is one of the most classic, iconic theme songs of all time. When you picked it, I was like, that one's, I told you, that's got a shot. And knowing the songs behind the thing, but yeah, that's definitely a 9 for me.
I'll go with an 8. I liked it. It's not my favorite song. It's not my favorite tune, but it's very reflective of the show because it's, I don't know how to put this.
urban-y.
I don't want to use the word irritating, but it's jarring, and that's the way Red Fox played the role. He played it jarring, like you did the limp along, and the song sounds like Red Fox.
Right, the limp alone was worth the extra half a point bump,
yeah.
right?
For those who remember the
Probably not the
show,
polio he
I
had that
don't-
caused that, though.
Hey,
Arthritis.
don't you make fun of polio
Was,
kids.
wait a minute. Was
That
that natural in Red Fox's walk? Did he walk that way, or did he create it for the character?
I think he created for the character.
Okay. Good.
I do think it's not.
It wasn't a character.
It's not a song though that when people hear, I don't know that they recognize it.
I don't
Really?
think
I did.
Yes, our age does. My age does, of course.
I did immediately.
But I don't. Did you, Peter?
Oh
Really?
yeah.
Well,
You could
listen-
play the first 4 bars and I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh, Sanford and Son.
I don't know, but then you didn't recognize the SVU one, so
No.
Law and Order?
one, so it's hard to say what people know, what people don't. Interesting. Good choice.
Thank you.
That was my second choice.
Oh.
Who played Fred's girlfriend on that show?
Who played her?
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Della Reese.
Oh,
No. She was on she was on the second show.
Touch with
the
an
Royal
Angel.
Pain. The royal family.
My phone disagrees.
Della Reese. I don't remember
Yeah.
Della Reese. Who they were great together on Harlem Nights.
That's what I was going to get into.
Okay.
Because when I hear that song, I think of Sanford and Son, and then immediately think of Harlem Nights. And if no one has ever seen that movie.
The critics were
need
so
a-
unkind to that movie. That movie is brilliant. That movie is so enjoyable.
Is that Martin Scorsese?
No, Eddie Murphy wrote and directed it.
Oh, okay.
With
got it.
Richard Pryor and Red Fox. And you know what? I would love to see a Broadway version of it.
Yeah.
All right, Ken.
I got
Was he?
I-
She was on Chico and the Man.
yeah, and Gregory
Yeah, Sierra.
Sierra. he went from Sanford and Son to Barney Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pat Morita was in it.
And you know, I knew I got two people flipped around. Della Reese was on Sanford and Son, but she appeared as herself on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, the Harlem Nights, her and Red Fox just going to town and
So if this was your second choice, I'm going to expect a high score from you.
yeah, higher than most of the other scores with an 8.
Okay. Huh?
Yeah, and Pat Morita was in that show too.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what his character's name was?
Yeah, it was like
I can't recall that one.
Hop
Bless
Sing
you.
or something. Oh,
Achoo.
Yeah, Achoo. Yeah.
Achoo.
Chew.
All right, Kenny.
The cops today, the two guys who played the white and black cops, they're still friends, and they toured together. At
right on,
City.
brother.
Yeah. Stay cold. No, cool.
Your score, Ken.
I gave it
What was it?
8.
Okay. I think I only have one left.
That would
Rick.
be me. That would be me. It does bring back some memories. It was a great show, and like I said, when I looked it up, I didn't realize Pat Morita was in it, and
I didn't.
I don't
either.
think I ever saw that episode that he was in, or episodes, or whatever. You know what? I like the song. It does remind me of things. It's a great. I think it fits the TV show perfectly. I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Cool.
And
Wow.
Yeah.
Michael, you might stand a chance
Yeah.
here.
Wow.
Well, I think Kenny's got 2 10s. That's going to be tough to overcome.
Yeah.
That's not always the case.
Yeah, it's not always kept. These are songs that people didn't pick. We are poor. I'm surprised. This has one of the most iconic starts in the beginning.
Never cared for this.
Oh, I love the song.
What is this? Boys in the House?
And this is the part that
It's
I love.
Baba Black Sheep.
Oh, that was a great show. Yeah.
I love this drum line.
I do too.
But I don't know if people remember the show. I think that would have hurt it. I'm surprised Cheers. Cheers would have been a good pick.
That's
Dave
another-
Portnoy, yeah.
Yep.
I really considered Magnum PI, but
But we were also talking
Another
the theme
Mike
from,
Post, yep.
no.
The theme from SWAT. The theme from SWAT.
Yep.
Hawaii 5-0, nobody
Yeah.
picked?
Hawaii Welcome back.
What was the one about Texas
Yeah.
Ranger?
Wait a minute.
Texas
Hold on.
Ranger.
Wait, stop.
We were talking.
Michael, you didn't even pick your own show theme.
I know. I figured people would hold that against me.
I would have.
They don't know
Yeah.
most people don't watch your show. But anyway,
Oh.
how iconic is that?
Welcome back.
Yep.
Yep. Welcome back, Connor.
I hear it once a week already. So
This is the one that Kenny had mentioned.
Yeah.
I love the drum line for this song,
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Take place in Africa?
Nope.
Hawaii.
No. Hold on. Let it play out.
Yeah. Wait for the guitar.
Character's first name was Gregory.
Wait for the piano.
I love that.
And that's usually where it ends. Oh, no. Another
I
20
have no
seconds.
idea what this is. You have
This
any
is they ran five or six seasons, right?
Seven or 8 it ran.
This is House MD.
It's what?
House.
no.
Yeah.
Really? I've forgotten.
He used to
about
solve the
that show.
world.
Which
I
is
love
where the
that show.
which is kind of although the show that's out now, Good Doctor, is based on a Korean show. It's done by the same producers that did House. That's why when you watch that show, it has the same.
It does have.
It has the same.
I would have.
feel.
How do you think Monty Python's Flying Circus would have done today?
That wouldn't have scored. That would have scored with if JPEG Luca was here.
Yeah.
And then
I
nobody
wouldn't
picked
have
this
done
one.
very well on that.
Nobody
one.
picked this one.
Hogan Zero.
Oh, that one is. Yeah, good one. Another good one.
Probably one of the most realistic sitcoms that we ever got from Hollywood.
I love that song.
Josie and the Pussycats. would have been a good one, right?
Oh, God. It's a nice march, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
What about The Odd Couple, even though that
yeah.
was a theme from
Yeah.
the movie?
Yeah.
There's a bunch that there's these lists of the 18
We might have to do
top
this one
ones
again.
that don't have that nobody picked. Like we were talking before, like the All in the Family, theme.
I was.
How about Larry David's theme song?
Oh yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
We play all the time here.
The theme from Dr. Kildare.
Yeah. Oh, I love the 3 Stars Will Shine Tonight. One for the Lonely, Dr. Kildare.
And
So-
nobody picked Banana.
You know, this show.
Bonanza.
big
But see, those are old. I think that
Nobody picked this
those
one.
are blues.
Neil Hefti. Two.
Well, we only had 6 people here. You can,
Neil Hefti, 2 huge hits in the 60s with that one
Batman.
Yeah, that we were talking about that earlier. Batman. Yeah.
and this one.
he just said that.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, but Neil Hefti, 2 huge.
If anybody in the listening audience has a young child, sometimes as you know, to get the kid to stop crying, you have no reason why things work and some things don't. But bouncing her around and going dun 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 calmed her. So try that.
People refer to myself and Peter as
Odd
these
Couple?
2 characters.
Yeah, we definitely are the Odd Couple.
Yeah, he's the messy, sloppy
Odd
one,
Couple.
and I'm the one with the OCD.
Yeah.
Felix
I'm Oscar Madison for sure.
Yeah.
So Bob, I thought you would have picked the theme from SWAT. That kind of disco,
I don't know.
Nobody
Spot.
picked this
Yes,
one.
you do, yes.
you do.
This kind of reminds me of when we were up on Western Avenue, and when Jay
yeah.
didn't have to work so hard, we'd have once a quarter our shows where we got together and just played TV themes to see if we could guess what they are, and then we talked about it.
Yeah.
We
We're
haven't
doing that.
we haven't done that in about 3 years now.
Yep.
It's been longer than that.
It was funny because your song that you picked, basically they had these leftover sets and stuff from Hawaii Five-0, and the lady who played Mrs. Howell only tried out for the sitcom because she's like, this is horrible, it's not going to last, but the pilot episode was being shot in Hawaii. I get a free trip to Hawaii if I do this. And to her horror, the show got picked up. She had no interest in doing this show. She just did it for the free trip to Hawaii.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Peter.
Did they really was set not on a
The
soundstage?
the pilot episode was shot like they used to
Peter,
Hawaii.
you got the theme
But
from
then,
SWAT?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
Bring
he
that
called
up.
He called it the minnow because they'd had some critic
Wasn't
on
that
TV
SWAT?
that dissed
No.
all
That
the
was Hawaii
comedy
5-0.
shows.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right,
SWAT.
We'll see if
the
we can-
Rhythm Heritage.
Yes, the Rhythm Heritage.
There you go.
Shaft would have been another one.
yeah.
Starsky and Hutch would have been another one.
And actually, they actually use this on the new SWAT show.
Did they really?
Yeah,
Well, it's smart to do that.
yeah.
NYPD Blue had a great theme song. The
I
sad
was-
thing is that we don't talk about this since we're talking about this. There's so many TV shows that
NYPD
like,
Blue was on my top 5.
do you remember
too.
like Riptide? Riptide gave you like a 3.5 minute theme song at the beginning of the show. The show was half over by the time the
Well,
credits ran.
which was a good
But
thing.
they don't do that anymore.
No,
There's a lot
because
of
they
shows
put
don't
the
do it.
credits at the end,
Yeah.
not at the
The
beginning.
screaming Mimi is actually my traffic copter now.
Would you?
Yeah, Riptide.
Yep.
All right. Well, what about like the theme from Outlander? Would you have that would have lost because you don't know?
Right, you don't know the show.
No,
it's too
not
new.
necessarily.
Too new.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily. If it's
yeah.
a great song,
Yeah.
you've never heard it before, you go, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think the Dukes of Hazzard may fall out. But here's one around the same time. Fall Guy.
Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee Majors sang that himself.
Like
Wow,
I
uh-huh.
brought it
Yeah.
up. Nobody brought up Rock Around the Clock from Happy Days.
Yep.
That was
That's
first
alternate.
season.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. This is great.
And my favorite show ever. As a middle schooler and high schooler.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean those the cool.
Michael Knight, a lone crusader.
You want to know because as I said,
Available on Peacock.
I have a 87 Trans Am GTA Black, and I've toyed with the idea of getting
mod?
the yellow scanner from Car. But
Somebody had that in this area. They had the
Yeah,
actual Massachusetts license plate car.
there are. I know
I
the
saw
guy
it in the area.
but it's either gonna be really cool or really stupid, and it's gonna be expensive, and I have to cut into her, so I never did it.
Yeah.
But I've always toyed with the idea of doing it.
You get the steering wheel put in.
Well, that's even more
Hey,
expensive.
Bonnie or April?
I don't even know if that's
Ooh,
legal
you know what
in
though?
town.
I think that's your Ginger Marianne argument.
Bonnie or April?
I go April for like a week,
Looks?
but I go with April for about a week
For the
but
weekend.
If you're talking about like long term, yeah, it's Bonnie.
Yeah,
If you look how they
April
mature-
would have given you drama after a few weeks,
Yeah.
and yeah, just heartburn.
What's funny in some of these shows, we're like, okay, all right, somebody like. So God blessed her with brains and beauty. Like, no, April can't be the scientist here. She left the show to become a country singer, and they were able to get Bonnie back.
Yeah, but Bonnie seemed more of a nurturing person in that show.
Yep.
Serious.
All right, we can go back to the Mickey Mouse Club.
All right, we gotta go, right? We gotta
Patty Duke
name our
show.
who won.
Oh.
All right, so we got started at the bottom, which is me.
I started at the bottom and I stayed there.
Doctor Who theme song with 45 out of 60 points because we have 6 people.
What's the maximum?
60.
60.
6 people.
Okay.
Next up in line is 48.5, Gilligan's Island. After that, 49 points, Secret Agent Man, Johnny Rivers. Tied for second place, Sanford and Son and Law and Order.
Oh no.
Yep. The winner with 52.5 points, Ken Stomsky. You're wearing the belt.
What were the scores for second place? Did you say
51.5.
51. So
1 point off the lead.
Oh.
1 point off the lead.
It's your first time playing this, so.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ken wears the belt for. You can bring it to Vegas. Just don't leave it there.
I want you to wear that with your swimsuit and be
My
sitting at
little tiny purple Speedos.
Yeah, and be sitting at the pool and people
Pictures,
think
please.
you are a world.
Oh my God, that'd be freaking hilarious. Can you imagine that? That'd be funny as hell.
You know I have Adobe Photoshop now.
Oh please.
Yeah, but I would bring it with you just as a conversation piece.
I'm going to have to leave 2 laptops out of my suitcase if I bring that thing.
Yes.
And will they
It
let
can be
it go?
considered a weapon, so you
Oh
won't
my
bring it on the plane. It's a weapon. And don't say that because I've seen him use it as a weapon.
Yeah. It's been a while since I actually won.
My. Kenny,
Congratulations.
Do
Thank
you
you.
have an idea of what your theme is going to be?
Whatever it is, it's going to be a doozy.
Oh,
It's going to be a doozy. Uh-oh.
you mean I might have a shot?
Maybe, yeah.
Ooh, a topic that Buster would hate.
Oh, boy.
Are you trying to get me back in the show?
Remakes that are better than the original.
Oh,
Oh, no!
I'm with you on that one. I can't. Yeah.
See,
I can think of a
I'm
few
gonna
right
have
off
to
the
do
top of my
research.
head.
Well, see, the problem is there are so many songs that you don't know are remakes that you could easily.
So are you saying covers?
No, I'm
better
not saying
covers?
anything yet.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the recycled and reused.
You can still use that song. You can use
Come on back.
Put me down for Walking in the Sand by Aerosmith.
Ooh.
I haven't settled on that topic yet. That was making the list. Look at the time. It's 8:57 and a half.
Yes.
Next week, I'm going to be sitting at this time, actually, 10 a.m., 9:87. I'm still going to be in bed.
Oh, you already know that?
Because it's I'll be on Pacific Daylight Time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then about 2 hours after y'all get out of here, I'll be making my way down to the pool because
I can't believe that we're missing each other in Vegas. Just you're leaving and I'm heading.
Yeah, it was very, very close. Yeah. Pete and I have run into each other at a BWI
Baltimore, yeah.
now and then.
You're going to the Tiki Bar. I want you to go to the Tiki
Frankie's
Bar.
Tiki Bar I'm going to go to in May.
You may.
Oh, I got you a new place that I just saw in Bar Rescue. Kinda.
Oh, okay.
It's where all the local hospitality workers go.
I've been to several of those.
It's a like a Mexican themed bar.
Oh, All right,
It's not located in Pahrump, is it?
Pahrump.
It's in Vegas.
All right, so
didn't get a rump
because
from that
I am not
gentleman.
here next week, Kathy will be here. It's going to be Kathy's Corner.
I am
for the
here. We
governor.
have Mayor McCabe coming in, and we have Harry Rock coming in to talk about hiking and biking. And I do want to toss in really fast that we're coming up to opening weekend at the Westfield Theater Group with our play called Big Fish. It's a great musical. Come on down.
With one of our students, Lindsay, in the cast.
Yes, you do.
Yep. And on Friday night, we also have Up Close and Musical with the Westfield State's students, faculty, and alumni free concert at 105 Elm Street, WOW's Westfield Creative Arts Center. So please come to that. That's always fun. And go to Westfield then week.
And then 2 weeks from now, Kelly Pease and his aide Ian Flaherty will be in.
Oh, wow.
We might as well go out with the winning closing credits, no?
We're going to use my normal outro, which is kind of fitting because I did win with the theme from WKRP in Cincinnati.
Right.
And each and every week I go out with the outro from WKRP
Oh,
in Cincinnati.
lovely.
See you next time.